Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back with the T3 podcast.
Yes, sir. We back at it. Look at it. That's crazy.
Super ready.
Yeah, it's been about a month, 2 months almost?
I think so.
It's definitely been a little minute. Definitely been a little second.
I have the correct time frame, but it sounds.
But as you can see, definitely a little different setup, or a lot different.
That
a big
it is.
Different setup.
That it is.
We decided to kind of kick off and do our own thing. Got our own little equipment.
It looks good, I think, compared to what we were doing working with before. I mean, I feel like this is more comforting in all senses. We tried some different stuff. We were going through a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Of course,
before we left.
decoration will come over time. And, y'all definitely give us suggestions of what y'all want to see or just what we could put up as the time goes on. Pretty much.
But the potential's there. It looks good. I think it looks good personally.
I mean, we keep saying it looks good, but let's tell people what we've actually done while we've been gone. I mean,
we done been through a lot trying to get this shit up and going. Shit, we talking about from Wi-Fi problems to camera problems to shit, trying to figure out what mics to use, what type of software to use.
Yeah.
Shit, finding a spot.
Yeah. Starting from the ground up.
Yeah.
Painting.
I mean, even these walls behind us were a different color.
Yeah, it was a whole different color, man.
And we painted those.
Oh, yeah.
We painted those. We each got a wall.
So I guess
my wall's right there. It looks really good.
I'm like,
Nobody cares.
It looks beautiful. No streaks.
all they can see is my wall behind the good wall.
We're gonna get some curtains. It's gonna look beautiful, but that's a later thing.
Well, just to touch on a few things, I mean, as you can see, Eric spoke about it a minute ago. We got a little bit of equipment in front of us for those of you who are watching right now.
Yes, sir. I see y'all hear the sound effects. Y'all hear the sound effects. Yeah. We're official, man. We're official, man. We coming through with it. Yes, sir. We will get more sound effects, man. Y'all hear different things, man. Try to get a little creative with it. Yeah, so we'll be more consistent. Hopefully this is the for the long run now, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we still definitely got some work to do. But I think for the most part, I'm really proud of us.
Oh, yeah,
I really am.
sure.
We came a long way in such a short time.
Really did this shit, man. Really done put this shit together.
Happy.
Yeah.
Well,
Friendship, we bonded over this for sure. Her friendship.
Man, there goes David. Gotta say some corny shit. I'm
Yeah.
bonding and shit.
I mean, he's not super off. I mean, I say that because we got
It's just too friendly.
well, we got big ideas from just doing this, like
yeah.
you know, because I told you my vision. We all shared visions and stuff about where we're trying to go from here, and I'm really excited to see where this goes.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we just continue to manifest, work towards it. We're gonna get where we're gonna get to. Just like we got to where we at right now and shit. Like we said, man, this right here, a month ago was a long way from where we at right now. Cause we was stuck in the mud a month ago trying to figure shit out.
Every single day we were trying to do something towards this, and there were times where we actually were trying to get up and going, and then we just
couldn't get it going. Just wouldn't work. Something happened.
But for sure, we do want to thank Jose.
Oh, for sure. Our former producer, Jose, if you're watching, man, thank you so much.
Yes, sir, Jose.
Yeah.
I know he's not watching, or if he is, thank you. If not, but yeah, we appreciate that guy. And
yeah,
without
him, I don't think we could have gotten to the point that we are.
He basically started this off for us.
Yeah, gave us the blueprint for sure.
It's a little running start.
I want to be thankful for him. I want to make sure getting good graces, you know. Hopefully we can work together later. Who knows?
Yeah, we collab with him later on down the line, man.
Right.
2 podcasts coming together, man.
I agree. He could probably come to our spot this time. Might need a little bit more space, but I think we're good now.
Yeah. Hopefully sooner or later we get a couch in here.
Yeah, we, like we said, over time we trying to figure it out. So we're thinking about something a little more comfortable, maybe like a little big, what do you call a sectional couch in here, so we can get real comfortable in here, man. We trying things out. We figuring it out, man.
Cause y'all don't see these chairs, man. Nothing scares me more than a flimsy chair. I can say.
What are you trying to say? The chairs are flimsy?
A nice sturdy couch sounds really good.
Problems of a tubby guy. Yeah, man.
We'll get that figured out later on, though.
Yeah, man. It's a work in progress for sure, man. But we getting started, man, and we here. Yeah, we here to stay for sure.
Well, I'll carry it over to the next thing. Just real quick before we get started, for any of you who are new, my name is John. He's Eric.
Yes, sir.
That's David. And we're the Tubby Trio. And right now, this is just kind of a general podcast between 3 friends, 3 big guys. Some people you might laugh with, people you may cry with, some people you might debate with. And we're just here to bring you some different forms of content. And what I mean is like different views on certain things. You know, we're not going to go too high in there, and we're not going to go too low on certain things, but you know, that's just a little bit about us and what to expect from our podcast.
Yep, just 3 guys having interesting conversations about any and everything, really, man.
Agreed.
I would say just overall good vibes, you know.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you hear the music?
You can relate to, you could vibe with us, and we'll just talk together.
All right.
Basically.
Well, without further ado, I guess we'll get into our first thing.
Let's jump into it, man. Let's get it. We said we're gonna start with the let's start with a little NBA, man. It's so recent.
The most recent thing.
Ooh, shit.
Man.
Yeah, I know we based out of Dallas. For anybody that ain't just coming out of Dallas, you know, our homegrown fans or people that watch us. We based in Dallas, so y'all can understand the heartbreak behind the.
Yeah, we could talk about the series prior because you know we missed a lot, but you know,
with the Wolves.
You saw the Wolves, Oklahoma. We thought we were gonna win it all.
He was calling out Kyrie.
We were ready. We were so ready, dude. We took out some monsters.
Man, we were battle tested, man. We had a much harder run than the Celtics, man. A much harder run, man, all the way through, and just to do that, man, it's just. And I'm not that big of a basketball fan. I'm really not, but that hurt, man. It definitely hurt, man. I'm Dallas everything, so that was hurt to watch, man. We was right there, and just I felt like it was just gave it away almost, man. It just we just couldn't even compete.
I think Stephen A. Smith said it best. The Mavericks played in the final series not to get swept.
Man.
Oh, dude. I didn't hear that, but that sounds awful.
I mean,
I would hate to hear that. So,
can he deny it, though?
I don't know. I mean, 4-1's tough.
Yeah.
4-1 is tough.
And that one was almost given to you.
And
honestly.
that one just like, if you watched that 4th game and you didn't feel like we were going to come back and go 7 games and win, Like that's crazy because I felt like
they fooled us.
I felt like we were gonna win in Boston, come back to Dallas, kill them, go back, and then go back over there and then win.
Were we dumb for thinking that though? I feel like we were. I feel like now looking back on it after that 5th game, it felt like we were very, very gullible for falling for that.
Yeah,
I feel like we fell for that, man.
I felt like an idiot after.
Why wouldn't they want to go back to Boston and win it all with their fans? Why would they want to win in Dallas?
I think that's just it's a little bit of delusion, if I'm being honest, because Boston's a complete team from the starting 5 to the bench 5 to the people beyond that. And for the Mavericks, they only had two that were consistent, and one of them didn't even show up for 3 out of the 5 games.
Oh my God! Let me get me started on Kyrie.
You know, everybody who's listening, you probably know who I'm referring to, but those of you who don't,
I love Kyrie though. Do not get me wrong. I love that guy. Like that guy is amazing. He's great.
Yeah.
He's on point.
Yeah, he's obviously one of the best players to ever play the game. You know, there's no doubt about that.
He's a top 3 guard when he's at his best. He is amazing.
I agree.
He is unguardable. His handles are amazing. But my God,
I would choose him 10 out of 10 times to be one of my point guards.
And he is not. When he was in Boston,
They shook him.
Unbearable to watch.
They routed him hard, man. They routed him. Every time he touched the ball, it was a boo.
Because you know he has that potential. You know he's that good. You know he's great.
Yeah.
And then he just does that. It killed me inside.
But defensively for the Celtics, let's give credit where credit is due.
For sure.
You know, defensively for the Celtics,
but don't get me wrong. Like,
they were perfect.
I think Jaylen Brown is so corny, dude.
Jaylen Brown?
I showed y'all the video last week with Jaylen Brown. Because, by the way, Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, which I think Drew Holiday got snubbed. It should have for sure been Drew Holiday. Because he only averaged 20 points throughout that.
Only.
I say that in the sense of like compared to Jason Tatum, who averaged 22, and then Drew Holiday averaged 15. So I felt like Drew Holiday, just like defensively, was a wizard.
I'm gonna say that's what he's known for, though, right? Is his
but
defense,
see that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, really.
It doesn't, dude. And it really should. I know there's like defensive percentages and like on ball pressures and things like that, but man, like he was absolutely snubbed. It should have literally been Drew Holiday. What he did to Kyrie Irving and Luka, I mean, some of those games was amazing. That was some of the best defensive performances I've ever seen, honestly.
You know, speaking of Luka, he wasn't even at 100% the entire playoff series.
Exactly.
So going into the finals, he was already pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was big, man. That was big. That was something people weren't taking into account at all. But I mean, it's the finals, man. There's no room for that. Honestly, we here now. We here now, man.
Yeah, let's do it. But every now and then they would just like pan into like his knee, because his knee was always bleeding for some reason.
Yeah,
they're probably shooting him up with something to get him going. Shit,
and then you heard reports, which I think they're false reports. We hear like him tearing something in his leg.
Yeah,
which just sounds insane to me that he's been playing through that. But either
yeah,
way,
I doubt that's the case.
All you gotta do is boost him up with all that medication. Man. What you mean? That's what they do. I mean, I'm not so. I wouldn't be surprised at all about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. But
realistically, though, the Mavericks are one complete piece away from being a championship team that could take the Celtics 7 games.
What is that piece, though? I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about basketball. All I see is Luka and Kyrie banging threes. They both shooting them, and I don't know. I know the Lively, he stepped up a little bit. Gafford stepped up. I love
Lively, man.
Them two big men, they kind of went off. And Lively feel like, just watching Lively, look like he's going to be like a leader down the line, or just somebody that's going to develop into somebody that just cold as hell, man.
I'm really excited for his development.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Chandler, who is it?
Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler. That's what it is.
Tyson,
yeah, he's like one-on-one every day. It's crazy.
You see it, man, with those alley-oops.
Lively's skill set could really put him in a top 5 center.
Bulk up a little bit, it's over with.
And then you got a little glimpse of it on like Game 5
when he shot the
3-point line.
Busting at them threes.
I got me excited.
Yeah. But and to answer your question, though, what is that extra piece? I would say a big man that spaces the floor consistently. I'm not saying somebody who shoots a three.
That's kind of what you're asking Lively.
Well, Lively is, to me, more of an athletic center than he is a shooting center or a scoring center in general. He's somebody who can rebound, somebody who can block shots. He's an all-around big that's very athletic. Go up and get the dunk, all of that. What the Mavericks need is somebody who can space the floor. They can go out and shoot the three, which they gave up, which was Bertans when they had Bertans. I know you don't know who that is.
Yeah, I was say I don't even that thing just kind of flew over my head.
He was kind of like Maxi Kleber, number 42 in the finals, but he was a little bit more of a consistent shooter. When you gave him the ball and he was open, he was probably going to make it. I think it was like 43% from the three.
Yeah.
That may be a little high.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
As far as like what they're missing though, I feel personally, PJ Washington just give him that like stretch that stretch forward that big.
Yeah.
And we saw that in like Oklahoma, and we saw a glimpse of that in Minnesota every now and then. But that was a tougher task because he was more forced in the inside with Towns and Gobert.
Right.
But I feel like they need like a better three. Now, I mean, positionless basketball is positionless basketball. I don't think Luka's a 1.
So you're not
Kyrie's a 2.
You're not high on Derrick Jones.
I don't think I'm not that I'm not high on him. I think he's really good. I just think they need a better overall like player in that position.
Would you say
someone who's consistent, like almost a 3-and-D guy, basically?
So like a DeRozan kind of a player.
Kinda, but that's more of a shot creator, which isn't a bad deal depending on the coaching. Jason Kidd looks like he knows what he's doing, obviously, at times. In the finals,
I don't know. I've heard a lot of criticism.
That guy was, man,
I've heard a lot of criticism.
Those timeouts were god awful. I hated those timeouts. He ended one of our runs. I forgot we were going on a 12-point run, and he called the timeout for no reason. I did not understand that, but that's neither here
nor there. The man's won a ring with arguably the best underrated team in all of NBA history.
Yeah, man, Dirk Nowitzki.
But
Dirk was great.
But they beat LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh, and Ray Allen.
That was pre.
They swept Kobe.
That was pre like LeBron. That was like
no, it wasn't.
What you mean?
That was not
LeBron.
That was 26-year-old LeBron.
That was LeBron.
That's not.
He hadn't won a ring by then.
2 more years? No.
He hadn't won in Miami yet.
No, that was his first year in Miami, right?
That was after that year. That's when he won.
So okay. His first year in Miami.
I think so. I could be wrong. I'm not a historian, but
Wow.
I mean, I'm not a historian. I don't know a lot of numbers like that.
Sure.
But, what was I saying? So what I was thinking, as a 3, I would want like a Klay Thompson.
What is that though?
He signed overseas.
Huh?
He signed overseas, didn't he?
Klay Thompson?
The Bahamas? What team is he playing for right now? He's playing for a team right now.
Klay Thompson? The Warriors? Klay Thompson?
What are you talking
I swear. Look it up.
You gotta look that up.
That sounds insane. I am not.
Give me a second.
Not Klay Thompson.
I would want someone with the same skill set that Klay Thompson provides, which is
what is that? Catch and shoot?
Basically, and an amazing defender. Is that not something you would want on every team?
I mean, Luka can do that. Kyrie can do that.
Luka's defense is
somebody come off the bench to do that. Is that what we're talking about?
No, I'm talking about somebody to start and do that.
Luka's defense was nice in the second half. I mean, like
in
the second half of the playoffs, he kind of was getting there. It was one game he had like 5 steals. Like, come on now, he was getting there. He was doing it.
Statistics around in ESPN saying like all these things. It was not that great. I can tell you that right now. Luka's Luka. I'm gonna take whatever his offense provides. Obviously, you got to give and take.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. So if you're gonna have somebody that great of an offensive scorer, an all-time great scorer, like there's gonna be some probably downside, which is gonna be his like defensive ability. So when he gets pushed down in the paint, when he gets tired, you just gotta take it and run with it. At that point, that's not something like I'm like completely avoiding at this point. Like you just gotta take it. Which that's why I think if you had like a 3, like a small forward, someone that's capable of playing defense, in the perimeter and inside, and who just has that knowledge, that's like kind of like I wouldn't say lacking, but someone who's capable of like providing that defensive knowledge and that has a high IQ out there, that's gonna plug in perfectly.
Yeah,
I would agree. That's what I would say.
Well, I said ain't too much on basketball, but they look like they had it all this year, man. They had it what they needed, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, man. Every game was pretty close too, surprisingly.
Because it's like you need like 2 or 3 more defensive players. Goddamn, like is anybody playing defense? Shit.
I don't know.
The Mavericks didn't utilize their bench enough, in my opinion.
I don't think their bench is that deep.
I mean, I feel like
compared to the Celtics, no.
Yeah, compared to the Celtics, completely.
No, but I mean, I feel like people like Jalen Hardy should have played more because he can penetrate to the back.
He has moments, but sometimes.
But he can penetrate. He can get to the paint. The
guy you was wanting, David. The guy just
I know, but
I
don't think he was. Because some of those games when he did get minutes, I think game 4, he did get some minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it was not game 4. Game 3, he got minutes. Like during the actual game. Man, some of those times he was slipping and falling, and it was just like.
But that's what happens when you don't get time.
But he wasn't even like. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna judge him on his own. I'm just saying, like.
So what are y'all thinking next year?
The minute distribution was bad.
What are y'all thinking for next year? Thinking that's going on. Cause I mean, this round was kind of out of nowhere. I guess when that trade happened, it But even then, it was still like, oh, we just watching and going with the flow type of deal.
What I think for next year is that the Mavericks are going to be figured out. And what I mean by that is they're going to have to move further away from allowing Luka to bring the ball up very slowly and hold the ball for half of the shot clock.
I mean,
the game runs through him.
Right.
That's
I think they move a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Because technically, well, I think to think positively that Luka and Kyrie still haven't even had a full season under their belt.
That's correct.
As many games as they play. I think they only play like 70 something.
That's correct.
So that alone should be like a positive, you know?
How many games is there in the season? 82?
82.
You said 70 something?
Well, they haven't even had. I mean, technically, they haven't played a full season yet. So with those technicalities, I would feel like that could bring like enough positive energy to like the idea that they'll get it together, and they've had final experience now. I mean, that's valid one in itself.
Yeah, that's really good.
I agree.
Playoff run, you know, like they had something. Now they understand.
All of them have that finals experience. And they're all young as hell.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is a very young team aside from Kyrie.
Oh yeah,
it's a very young team.
To have finals experience is good, man. That's
so
good.
basically, I think they're in the same boat that the Celtics were in, literally like last year.
It all depends on how it goes
Just
in the
not
draft and who they pick up free agent wise. Because there are a lot of really interesting free agents out there this year. Should they leave?
Yeah.
Paul George, LeBron James.
Some experience would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I technically got more experience than Paul George, so I mean, whatever. I mean, whatever. At that point. But yeah, as far as like what to expect next year, as far as like their placing or their standings, I would think around like 3 or 4 possibly in the Western Conference.
What were they this year?
5th.
It was 5th.
I mean, technically they were like 4th or 5th.
Because OKC was 1, Nuggets were 2, Timberwolves were 3,
I think so.
Clippers were 4,
I want to say yes.
and then Mavericks and then everybody else. Okay.
Okay.
Well, shout out to the Celtics. Good finals run for them.
Man, fuck that, man.
Shout out Derek White and
to the
Drew
Celtics,
Holiday.
man.
Listen. You got to give credit where credit is due, man. They won 4 games like they were supposed to. I hate it. I was physically upset, visibly and physically upset at home, and almost punched my TV when it happened. But congratulations to them. They kind of deserved it, but whatever. Got to move on. So up next, we got. Were we going to do NFL next, or Eric? Did you want to tell us?
We was going to talk about that the new Bad Boys movie, man. The new Bad Boys.
Oh
movie
yeah, a little bit of
came
pop
out.
culture.
Yeah, I don't think y'all have had a chance to go see it yet, huh?
Nah,
Not yet.
you the only one.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I actually just watched it today. Actually, that's
What are you
what's
laughing for, Dave?
Nah, you know.
But I don't think you've ever watched it, right? You
No,
should.
I've been watching the first movie a long time
You've
ago.
watched the first one.
Wow.
Thank God.
You think? So that's what I'm saying. We're not
I
going
want
to
to say
categorize
yes, but I
that.
am
You've
not
never
like
watched it.
people
I want to say something, but I don't think it's kid
I remember
friendly.
the kid, you know, that one scene. Whenever,
Never
like,
watched it.
His daughter is dating that guy, and he comes to the door. You know?
That's
a completely different movie, isn't it?
He's talking about Reggie in the first movie.
I was about to say.
I don't think so.
And that's what's crazy. You know, he actually had a badass scene in his last movie.
Yeah, cameo, right?
Yeah, everybody, not even a cameo. He's a part of the movie.
Was he really part of the movie?
He's
I didn't watch it. So
A cameo.
He's his
I
daughter.
thought it was at the end of the movie.
He's married to his daughter and got kids now.
Oh.
Yeah, like he's
Nice.
stepson.
See, if you followed the series, you would know that.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
apologize.
Sorry.
I'm a Bad Boys fanatic.
We're just gonna categorize you've never really watched it at all, you know. But John, you kind of somewhat remember it at all.
Yeah, I'm caught up to the third one.
Yeah, how I rate it is like if you're comparing it to a regular movie, just like a regular movie, it was a decent movie. It was because you know these guys they're older, you know they just kind of pushing along really. And in the movie you can't. I ain't even gonna say it looked like that.
Yeah.
But you can kind of like we just know, you know, we
Is
feel
it
it.
Martin?
Martin
Lawrence.
and Will, they just not like old Bad Boys, you know. Yeah. If you're comparing it to regular movies, it was probably like I give it a 7.5.
Like regular action movies?
It was cool. It was cool. But if you compare it to another Bad Boys movie,
Yeah.
then it was like a 9. You could say 9.5. It was a good Bad Boys movie.
So it's more of a
funny.
nostalgia movie.
Yeah, it was very nostalgic.
So
like
what
it
is
felt
the
like
rank?
an old Bad Boys movie.
So what's your personal rank of that?
My personal rank, like in the Bad
Just
Boys
overall.
category,
Or just in that, was it a trilogy?
it's 4 of them.
Okay, so out of those, I don't know. So out of those 4, what is your ranking?
This one is probably my. You know the first one, you can't never beat the first one for sure.
Yeah.
The first
agree.
one.
That's any series.
And this one is like second or third. This one is like the last one that just came out. It's like second or third. I say the third one is probably my next one, the third.
Yeah.
Would you say that this one will like age well with the series as we remember it as older adults?
I mean, it'll be there. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
Sure be there, yeah.
so it won't be something like, oh yeah, that's my movie. I remember.
Yeah,
You're
nah,
not
it's
gonna
not
say
gonna be
oh,
like-
it's one of Will Smith's greatest movies.
yeah, no, it's not gonna be like a classic, or it's not gonna be like, oh, everybody remembers this one. Nah,
Yeah.
this is just something we go see because it's been a minute since Bad Boys been out,
It's a
and
name, yeah.
it's a name, and there's not really many movies out that that has a name like that anymore. Bad Boys was an iconic movie.
Okay.
Right now, they just kind of putting shit together. There was a badass scene, like everybody been talking about, the Reggie guy.
Yeah.
He had a bad. Hey, that scene was nice.
What was the scene?
It was nice, huh?
What was the scene?
Oh, like he kind of
Are
saved.
you not gonna go watch it?
He's
Probably
not
not.
gonna watch
Wow.
it. He's not gonna watch it. But he just saved the family from some shit in the
yeah.
house. But he went hard. He went off. The way the scene was,
Those
I almost
spoilers,
gave
I guess.
goosebumps a little bit, man. It did. He went the fuck out for real. He did.
I'm gonna have to go watch it now.
But it's like a short clip. That was probably the best part of the movie too. At that,
So I got spoiled in one of the clips. I'm not gonna say exactly, but I saw Reggie
you seen
at
that
the
part?
end where they were just like, all right, let him in. You know,
Oh, barbecue. Yeah.
yeah, that was funny, and I kind of like remember that one part. You know?
That him doing that at the end of the movie kind of made it seem like they might have another one with him in it, or
Crazy.
him and the other son in it.
Yeah.
Cause the other son, he's free now. They let him go. He went out. So it's shit. I'm really spoiling the fuck out the movie.
I mean,
I mean, no, it's fine. I
really
mean,
spoiled the fuck out the movie.
well,
Everybody
for
else,
for
though.
viewers, it might be
People
a
hate
problem.
it.
We just in the caption when we cut it up, we just put spoiler alert. Just
Yeah.
a slight spoiler alert. But yeah, man. I feel like there might be there's a sliver of hope. There might be another one with the kids in there.
Cool.
The sons. You say that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bad Boys.
But it was a good movie. It was decent. Go watch it, man. It was a good movie.
It was Bad Boys,
Ride or die.
Ride or Die, right? And then the one before that was For Life.
Yes, I think. No.
Yeah, Bad
Was
Boys
it?
for Life.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
cool to put For Life in the fourth movie. For Life.
What do you watch, David?
Yeah, huh?
What do you
I
watch?
watch great movies.
It was
I watch
anime
continually
and
trilogies.
what
But not Bad
Okay,
Boys.
so like the latest thing we've talked about personally was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Ah, right.
That's what we did, and we talked about my love for the not the originals, those or whatever, but like the latest 2000s adaptation.
It's definitely become a run-on trilogy.
I'm not gonna continue the conversation because this is not what we had in. But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, you might as well. We're at 28 minutes already, so
I'm just saying, like,
It's
I love
definitely-
those movies, and everyone should watch. The Kingdom was a great.
After the second one, come on now.
You're crazy because the third one was actually the best one.
See, I'm talking about.
War of the Planet of the Apes was actually the best one. That was amazing.
this is what I think of your movie. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Fart on that.
Yeah, it's crazy because the movie's amazing. You're just doing that. And if you watched it, I'm pretty sure you'd cry. You shed a tear.
Oh my god.
Over monkeys?
Excuse me? They're apes. They're not monkeys.
Excuse me, sorry.
They don't have
Apes.
tails, John.
Okay,
Some of them. I mean, I imagine there's monkeys in there. It can't all be apes.
whatever, David.
I got the primate expert over here.
And how many times have you gone to the zoo?
I don't believe in the zoos.
Wow. Set them all free in the streets.
How else are children going to learn about animals?
Children's books? Well, okay,
I mean,
right.
Have you read a book recently, David?
Do you have a counterpoint? Do you have a counterpoint, David?
Yeah, I have children's
When was the last time you picked up a book, David?
Me?
Yeah,
I read sometimes.
See what I'm saying?
I almost said something, but I'm gonna
Have
keep
you
it PG.
Have you ever
I
been to the zoo?
Huh?
Have you been to the zoo?
Yeah, who hasn't?
See, you know what I'm saying? Did
Did
you learn something from the zoo about any animals?
What do you want me to learn?
Anything.
Maybe an animal that existed that you didn't know before.
That's how we know you don't read. 'Cause
What
you
animals
didn't,
do
you
you
didn't,
okay, first
you
off,
didn't
why
read
y'all
the little
supposed
plaque.
to be mine?
You didn't read the little plaque in front of the animal.
Hey, what are you gonna even? Are you gonna name a chinchilla? What is your counter to this? I've never seen a rhino in person, so I guess that's pretty cool. I don't know what you want to hear.
Hey man. Anyway, so you would recommend seeing Bad Boys to people?
Gonna start another Planet of the Apes deal. Gonna let all the monkeys.
Yeah,
out
I'm
the
not gonna
zoo.
talk about it. 'Cause
The apes out the zoo.
But I can give like a whole debrief of the original, the 2000s trilogy. But I don't want to.
We might can go in. We might can have a deal over top 10 trilogies in the future. Bring back top 10 and do like a top 10 movie trilogy. Movies that have multiple movies
We can
behind
talk
them.
about
And
the original 2 trilogies.
maybe rank
Star
them out.
Wars.
I've never watched Star Wars
Yeah, that's
or
insane.
Star
That's
Trek.
actually
I've tried and it's just not it. That's just horrible. So boring. I can't get into it. The storyline is too much, too long.
It sounds like you might have a problem reading.
Nah, I love reading. There's a big difference in reading and just watching somebody talk about bullshit, man.
Whoa, hey.
The Force.
You watched Dune,
so,
didn't
so
you?
original.
Who?
Didn't you watch Dune?
Dune? What is
Yeah.
that?
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
Is
I swear we
Dune
talked
is based
about
off of it's in the Mad Max world, right?
it. No,
No,
I don't think so.
is it not? Really?
I don't think it correlates.
I might be thinking about something different now.
You watched Dune?
Huh?
You watched Dune?
No, but I plan to. It's on my to do
It
list.
is on Max.
I'm watching something called Your Honor right now.
Your Honor. That's on Netflix, right?
It's cold. Eric.
What's it about?
What is it?
It's cold. I don't know if we have time for this.
I just want to like run through it
It's a
real quick.
quick
It's,
rundown.
all
What is
right,
it?
it's about a judge whose son kills another. The judge's son kills a crime boss's son and runs away. It's a hit and run accident.
Okay.
And so now and it's based out of New Orleans. Now the crime boss is just PO'd and he's about to take it out on black communities because gang violence. So the judge framed
Is the judge black or something?
he's white.
So why you taking out on black community?
The crime boss is.
Why?
Because the person that they got to frame, that they framed for it to keep the judge's son out of jail is black and he has a gang tat. And so the criminal boss, he thinks that because he's gang affiliated, gangs are coming after their family. And so now he's sweeping the streets.
Ooh, the crime boss doing it?
Yeah. Yeah, I got people going out there and putting them in cars and lighting it with gas and stuff. He's sweeping the streets.
Is this new?
Okay, what is it set in?
Like 2 years, huh?
What is the time period set in? Like now time?
Like 2022, I would
You know
say.
the actors?
No, but I could pull them up. But we could just, yeah. Maybe this could be a segment. Just talk about shows you're watching.
Might look at it. I might see about it.
I think you would like it. That's up your alley.
Might see about it.
You.
Why is my alley empty?
David's more of the animated route.
Okay, yeah, I like
I'm
anime.
real life,
That's
I
not like
love
everything
it.
I watch. Right now I'm watching.
That's majority.
Right now I'm watching Better Call Saul. I was watching Suits because everyone was high on it.
That's a spinoff of what's the name? Another one, ain't it?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I never watched that one.
I never watched
I
Breaking
tried
Bad
getting
either.
into
Breaking Bad
it.
is amazing. I cannot.
I'm so bored.
I
big-
cannot express how amazing it is.
The big three I've never seen: Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, and Breaking
Seen
Bad.
all those.
Breaking
I was
Bad.
watching Walking Dead when it was coming out weekly on AMC.
That Walking Dead pissed me off so bad because there was
Man,
not
we can't talk too
one
much
zombie
we can't talk too much about
in
it.
Walking Dead the first
We
episode.
can
man.
talk. Yes, there was.
It was like I think it might have been one zombie or something.
There was
It wasn't
tons of
enough
zombies.
zombies. It wasn't enough zombies. Let me
don't
say
get me
that.
started. Don't get me
Let me
started.
say that. Let
Don't
me
get me
wasn't
started.
enough
Don't get me started.
zombies in there.
I'm gonna watch it regardless. So
You should watch the
Or I think I
Walking Dead.
tried watching the first few episodes and it was. I know it was a couple
No, I
episodes
keep
that went
saying
on where
you're
there wasn't a
talking.
zombie in
You're
that
talking.
motherfucker.
No, you're
And
just
that was-
talking.
It
You're
wasn't.
talking.
I'm not just talking.
Because
I've
the
been around
Walking
people
Dead's
that watched The
first
Walking
two
Dead.
seasons were amazing.
But there was nothing. But it was enough zombies for it to be called The Walking Dead. That's
you
the
cra-
point.
are you
That's
crazy?
my point.
But that's the thing.
See what I'm talking
'cause
about?
The
Now
Walking
and
Dead
people
could
always
be
do
them.
that. All of them, everybody do
Think
that. They
about
try
it.
to.
It's a double entendre.
No, everybody try to do that bullshit. They try to make up for the name being Walking Dead and not having enough zombies. How you not have all this? It should be zombies every single episode. Damn near every clip they should be fighting
I
zombies.
think at
It's
some
crazy.
point, if y'all want to talk about Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, at some point we should each watch one episode a week.
We
Come
watched
back
it.
and debrief.
The shit's been on forever. We
But that's
watched
because
it.
now it's new to y'all.
It's not new.
Dude, it's definitely new to you.
I've
There's
tried
no way you
watching it
remember
several
everything.
times. It's so fucking boring.
Whatever.
I-
No,
It's
it's
so
not your
fucking
thing.
boring.
I'll tell you what. I'll watch it and then I'll just bring it up the next time we
That'd
have.
be fun.
Yeah, and then we'll just discuss it.
Boring as hell.
But for now, we're about 35 minutes in. Y'all ready for a break? Y'all want to keep it going?
We can take a quick break.
Take a little quick break,
Take like
man.
a 3-minute break, maybe.
All right, cool. For those of you guys watching, thank you for continuing with us this far. Let us know what you guys want to hear us talk about. But for now, we're going to go on a quick break, and we'll be right back with T3. Welcome back, everybody. It's the second half of the T3 podcast, and as you know, we have to bring you some NFL content. So we're going to pass it over to Eric and see what we got for this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So y'all know, come to NFL, man, we got this new thing we want to do. We want to start going down the divisions, man. We're going to take it division by division, just going through their draft picks, going down their schedules and the rankings, and just seeing where they land, where we predict they'll land. You know, we might do that a couple of times this year, but we're going to go down at least down the division one good time.
Cool.
Every week.
Though.
You said who?
We got to emphasize the difference between us and the NFC East.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, when we get to NFC East, like when we go over the schedule and all that today, we know for sure.
In case some of people don't know. You know?
The big thing that we have going in the trio deal is David is an Eagles fan.
Yes, I am.
And
I wish we had a boo button.
that shit hurt. Just coming out my nose. Yeah, you can. It's hurt.
Oh, that was loud.
So yeah, man, Eagles fan, and you know, of course, me and John, Dallas Cowboys fan, man, homegrown Dallas fan.
Yeah.
David's homegrown in Dallas too, man, but I don't know where he went wrong, man. I don't know. I think he got dropped on his head.
It's the Michael Vick jersey.
Yeah, I would explain the lore behind it, but it's kind of difficult.
Yeah,
man. So
we got plenty of episodes to get into it.
So for sure, man, we're gonna start out with NFC East and our draft picks, man. Let's start out with we're gonna run down New York and the Commanders, man, because we don't too much care about them, man. They be in the same boat every year, man. Bottom of the league, trying to figure it out. But I know the Giants, man. One big thing, they did round one. They got Neighbors. I know we've been hearing rumors around him going off in training camp so far, and early OTAs and deals of sorts. And round two, they got them a safety, Tyler Nubin. It's at round 3, a cornerback, 4, a tight end, and 5, they got them, a running back. And they didn't have a 6 or 7 round pick. So
I was about to say a running back, but I forgot Barkley left.
Oh, he sure did it.
Yes, sir, he sure did leave.
Went to the Eagles. Just like the Eagles.
A winner, that's crazy.
Always getting the division scraps, man.
I would call him a scrap.
It's just like the Eagles, man.
I mean, when Odell left the Giants, he was never the same, so it remains to be seen.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
It's the same thing David was saying about DeMarco Murray, man, when he left the Cowboys.
It wasn't DeMarco Murray.
That is a really funny comparison.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Dang, that is crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Same thing, man.
No, it's not. First off, Saquon is way better than DeMarco Murray.
See what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
That was a
When
downhill
DeMarco Murray
runner.
left
DeMarco
us,
Murray
he was a
was-
1,000-yard runner.
He was the number one back, wasn't he?
Exactly. When he left us, man.
He was the number one back.
We didn't want to pay him. Eagles did.
Because matter of
Same with
fact,
Barkley.
he left after that fumble the previous season against the Packers that lost us the game.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're hating on DeMarco Murray like he wasn't.
Not really hating on him. I mean, he was a great back. I mean, he just left to go to a team that wasn't as good as the Cowboys, and he suffered.
At that time, Bradford was our quarterback.
Killed his legacy, man. He killed
Yeah,
his
he
legacy
really did.
going to the Eagles, man. He
I
really
don't want to
did.
say that.
He
but
definitely did.
Whatever. Good on. So the Giants, how are they gonna look this year? You know, I mean, who knows? Danielson's, whatever.
Right.
Oh, that guy, $80 million man.
Just looking at the Giants roster, it's a bunch of nothing, man. They have nothing to look forward to this year.
Wait. That front seven is crazy.
Man, they've
Dexter
always said
Lawrence,
that.
Brian Burns.
We've been saying that for like 3 years now, John. I don't know, man.
They brought Brian Burns from the Panthers.
Wasn't that like during the season?
Huh?
Talk about
Was
That was off season.
Was it?
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm talking about the Thibodeaux and the Lawrences and all that. We've been talking
I
about
don't,
this for years.
I don't
man.
give too much.
It's
to
been 2-3 years
Thibodeau.
now, man. That front seven has done nothing for the Giants,
I don't care
man.
enough about
It's the
them.
same old Giants, man. Honestly.
You just waiting to talk about the Eagles, huh?
Kinda.
Let's run through the Commanders real quick. They draft picks, man. They had
That's a
of
different
course,
team.
Jaden Daniels. They're a completely different team. You know
That
Dan
messed the
Quinn.
forearm.
Still talking about that elbow.
Dude,
kick
when I
he
saw
did.
that, I was out of his
What?
He's throwing the ball.
You haven't
and
seen
he
that
takes
picture?
a super pointy elbow on him.
Yeah.
Who, Jaden?
Yeah.
Daniels?
The
You
pick
see
came
it?
out.
His like elbow was like sticking out from his arm.
Oh no, that might be have something.
Dinosaur.
That might have been something that happened in high school.
It looked a little weird. I ain't gonna lie.
My cousin was his center in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
That's cool.
And they had a D
Fun
tackle
fact.
and a cornerback and a tight end in the second round. They had 3 picks in the second round. Then third round they had 2
working
picks.
team.
They had guard and a wide receiver, Luke McCaffrey. That's one I said I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Third round, he's nice, man. You know, definitely got
He
the
plays
McCaffrey
receiver,
blood in
doesn't
him. Yeah. He actually started out as a quarterback in college.
That's crazy.
His first 2 years, he was a quarterback. But they said the way he liked to play quarterback, he liked to play physical.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do that more, so they just told him. So he pretty much had the wide receiver. He went to wide receiver, wanted a position change.
Christian McCaffrey? Like,
Christian McCaffrey's brother.
that
Yes, his
family
little brother.
tree?
Yeah, that family tree. So that's going to be interesting to watch. 3rd round receiver. Both 5th rounds, they got a linebacker and I guess it's an athlete.
So
Don't really say anything on it.
so far what I'm
They
hearing
don't have a
is
position. They don't have a position on there.
I guess.
so far what I'm hearing is they've created a lot of depth and have gotten extremely better at quarterback.
They've had some offseason signings, I just don't know. I'm
Yeah, they're like the Austin Ecklers of sorts.
Oh, yeah,
and stuff
Austin
like that.
Eckler.
Yeah,
I know
man.
they got more, like a wide receiver.
He's on the back end of his career though, and I don't know that the Commanders fit his play style because he's a receiving back.
Yeah.
You know, he's a back that likes to create in
That's
open
going to help
space.
with Jaden Daniels,
You know, he leads the league in
Did you not think so?
touchdowns in the red zone
He
at
does?
running back for the last 2 years. Yeah.
What's that? I don't know that.
Leads the league in that.
I guess
He gets
that's
the
why
red zone,
Julius
he's gonna
always
score.
drafts him in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to score.
Hi, Julius, if you're watching.
Julius. My friend Julius, he's in our fantasy league. Which
Yeah,
is
y'all will
That's
probably
all
get to
we
see Julius soon.
The last pick was an edge coming out of there.
Okay.
We can go to the Eagles draft picks. You know, what was that? What was your first round? Was that
Byron Smack something?
who?
I can't even say it.
You don't even remember?
I don't remember. I can't lie. I'm an Alpha fan.
Do you even know what his position
Well,
was?
I know
Yeah,
they
quarterback.
have
You played for UTEP? Something with a B?
yeah.
Something with a ended with an M, I think.
Quinion Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Quinion Mitchell. 'Cause I know the
Yeah,
cornerbacks they got
was
is
D2, right?
Cooper
No,
DeJohn
that was
and
D2.
that white cornerback.
Cooper DeJohn.
Them should have watch him. He might change position to safety. We haven't went white cornerback in a while.
Can't tackle nobody.
Who knows?
He plays the ball
I'm on
well.
the Cooper DeJohn train right now.
Yeah, just because he's a white cornerback. That's about it.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Johnny Wilson, Dylan McMahon.
Johnny Wilson is crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Is that the receiver?
I believe so. Let me go. And
He's
double
6'7".
check their positions. You
No.
can go right there.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, Quinion Mitchell, cornerback. Cooper DeJohn, cornerback. Edge in the 3rd round. Jalen Hunt, running back. Will Shipley in the 4th round. 3
Will
5th round
Shipley
picks
would be
of
good.
Anaya Smith, Jeremiah Trotter, Trevor Keegan.
Trotter's good too.
Trotter's good.
I wish I knew more about college. That's not my
I always watch right before the draft. And y'all had 2 6th round picks, a receiver and a center. They got a pretty average draft. You know, Eagles always overhype their picks.
I agree,
Every
and I
year.
need to say something about that because everybody thinks that the Eagles are just complete gurus when it comes to drafting.
And they've been ass, honestly.
But all they do is take the best available.
But even then, their picks haven't been good. Their picks
Yeah.
haven't played
What
good.
do you mean?
Because
They
people
only
thought
had one. Carter is the only pick that's played good. In like
yeah,
the
because
last
people
2-3
thought
years.
Jordan Davis and what's his name, Nolan Smith were just going
Jordan
to be.
Davis's job on the football field is not a notable job.
Even then, he doesn't do it good. He's just fat and lazy.
Oh,
He plays like 10 snaps a game.
You know what?
10,
You don't need
15
fat
snaps a
guys.
game.
What's gonna happen to him? He's gonna get double teamed. No one's gonna play.
Hankins was a fat guy, but he was a run stopper for real. He
was pretty
moved.
crazy. I can't lie. But that guy is the latter end of his career.
I have something to say about the Eagles, but I'm going to wait until we do our next bit on it.
Okay.
Yeah, too. And last,
I'm
you know, we
excited
saved
for
the
the-
best for last, for sure,
Well,
man.
before
And
we
always,
go to the
always,
Cowboys,
man.
I'm excited for the Eagles and what they drafted. 2 corners, you know, that's a good
What
look
about
for
them?
us.
Yeah, but that's a
My
need for
secondary
y'all.
bad, you know?
That's
So
a
they
need
can get
for y'all.
torched
That's a good look.
easily.
You don't know
I
that.
would love to put a rookie on CD Lamb. Put a rookie on Brandon Cooks,
We
please.
still got Darius Slay.
Please,
Can't forget that.
please.
And then we just got back.
You act like CD Lamb don't kill Darius Slay every year. I mean, well, just the last year he was there for sure. And
We just got back Gardner Johnson too.
who cares? Y'all safeties or y'all whole secondary has been ass. Like, come on now.
Okay, but we got better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all
With
that matters
rookies?
the other day.
Got better rookies? That's what you're saying? Got better
No, I'm just
rookies?
saying. We got Gardner Johnson. He came back, and then we got 2 rookies.
What I will say about that, so we can just get over to the Cowboys picks. What I will say about that is y'all did get younger in the area that y'all needed youth and talent, and y'all have both of those 2 things. Now, whether or not they're going to be good, that remains to be seen. But they have Slay and Gardner Johnson to learn from, so I feel like you have a pretty good reason to be
Potential's
positive.
limitless.
I just hate the Eagles so much. Man.
That's fine.
All right, Cowboys, man. Like I said, save the best for last, for sure, for sure.
On to this mid.
Okay, man. First round, we got tackle Tyler Guyton, man.
I'm not happy about that pick at all.
I don't understand, man. John, that's a nice. Do you understand the depth our O-line has, the movement we can do right now with our O-line, man? That's where we start is in the trenches. That's where we've gotten away from, honestly. From the 2016 and now, our O-line is just depleted. And now we've just beefed that shit right all the way back up. We have so many movable pieces, so many set pieces if we want it to be. We have an O-line now. That's what I feel.
I don't think that you're wrong. But what I look at is when I look at Tyler Guyton versus all of the other offensive linemen we've ever drafted in the first round, I don't think he's on the same level. I don't think he's.
We've said this every time.
He has a lot of potential
we said
based
that
on
about
the look.
Travis Frederick, man. We said that about Tyler Smith, man. We said that about everybody drafted in the first round. Honestly.
No one's really missed.
We've only said that every single time. Cowboys never missed on the lineman, man.
I can't.
In the first round,
We'll see.
Because
the last person I hated on was Van Der Esch, and he was great that season.
Man, the Cowboys. Will McClay knows what the fuck he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing, man. He does his work. And after I watch him and I understand how they want to use him, especially you got to understand. I knew. Let me see. This next pick, especially Edge, Marshawn Nealon.
I like him.
Man, he is nice as fuck, man.
You know who he reminds me of?
The flexible DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's gonna be nice, man.
I don't know much.
Just the fact that Mike Zimmer, the way he likes to use our defense, that's gonna be a nice ass pick, man.
I feel like Mike Zimmer will end up creating another Daniil Hunter out of him.
He was the Vikings head
Yeah.
coach?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
he
little
started
bit.
out defensive coordinator. He's defensive coordinator here for a while too.
Oh, okay.
Before we, I think
Was that under Wade?
Parcells. I think.
Oh, dang. That was that long
I think it
ago?
was Parcells. He was 96 to
Jeez.
something. 96 to something. Yeah.
Mike Zimmer is old, man.
He does look very old.
He was old.
I didn't think he was that old. I thought he was like maybe like late 50s.
With like a 26-year-old girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
That's
You see
that's
the
another story.
reports?
That's another
You see the
story.
reports,
Let's
man?
move on.
He has a young
Move on.
Super
Move
young
on.
girlfriend,
I've
man.
not seen that.
Move on. You
That
know,
sounds way more
Bill Belichick too, man. Bill
certified
Belichick, too.
lover boy,
What?
certified.
Bill Belichick, you see that story that just came out? Bill Belichick's been dating that 24-year-old or something like that.
What?
Yeah, he's dating a 24-year-old. They just came out.
But what about his wife? Then it was like,
I don't think they married no more.
They're not?
When is that? When was the last time was he married? I don't remember that. All right. Cowboys 2 third-round picks. Cooper Beebe. Man, I really like Cooper Beebe, man. He's just a mauler, man. He's nasty.
I like him much more than I like Guyton, and I'm not sure why. Maybe
So-
because he's a guard / center.
Cooper Beebe's nasty, man. That's why.
I've heard about him in the training.
Can you imagine him on like a pulling play
He's playing center.
and just man,
Playing center.
center pull? Hey, y'all lost Kelsey. We gained one.
Just imagine him and Zach Martin on a double team. They clearing shit. Or him and Tyler Smith on a double team. They mauling shit. It's over with. That whole middle.
Who's our right
nasty.
tackle?
It's nasty. Terrence Steele, you know.
Don't you have Collins?
Huh?
Don't you have like all
Yeah, but
Nah, he went to he just signed. He's a starter somewhere now, or
Oh,
he
he left
signed
again?
somewhere.
Did
Yeah,
he
he's
come
not.
back?
Yeah, we didn't sign him again. He came back last year.
he should have never left to begin
He
with.
never really played, but the reason he left because he wasn't in shape and got injured. When he got injured, he really was never the same ever again.
But he wanted to be paid like how he played before he was out of shape.
Mm-hmm. Before he got injured, shit. We had that thing Achilles.
Yeah,
Linebacker
that's detrimental as a lineman.
almost got a Super Bowl.
Maris Liafu. I like him, man. I like him. He look like a Troy Polamalu almost when he's running around. All that hair he got, but
They got him because of Eric Hendricks.
they say he's super smart. They say him and Kendricks literally be ideal. Like they look like mirrors out there when they work.
Yeah.
He's gonna be middle linebacker. That's the reason they got him because he's so smart. It's because he's smart and he's just athletic, but he's not like super fast or super strong or nothing. But he's just intelligent type deal. He's another.
And that's what we
hopefully
need.
a Sean Lee.
I would prefer Luke Kuechly because he was actually on the field, but
You know what I mean, man. Ain't that hurt. That hurt, man. Sean Lee, man, just never there, man. Whenever Sean Lee went down, our defense was ass. It was over with. When Sean Lee got hurt, the game was over. It was
Strong
over
IQ.
with. It's trash, man.
Unreplaceable.
That sucks, man.
see, you kind of quiet over there, David.
No, look quiet. I don't care about Cowboys.
I mean, we chimed in on the Eagles, but
If this correlated,
this is a trio,
if this
not a
correlated
duo.
to fantasy in some way,
It's all right, man. This next segment when we go down this actual schedule,
yeah.
hopefully we will see. You can see cornerback Kalen Carson, wide
I don't know who
receiver.
that
I
is.
have enough knowledge.
He was nice. He's just a big corner out of Wake Forest.
Define big, like tall.
He's like 6'1", 190, I think.
So
180.
he's a receiver who can't catch.
Yeah. You want to say that
Very
too?
interesting way to look
He's
at
a
it.
physical corner though. He plays very physical. Ryan Flannery,
Sounds like a lot of tying up
the
penalties.
wide receiver.
Sounds like a name.
Tackle Nathan Thomas. He's just a big body at tackle, man. That's gonna be a nice one. And then D tackle Justin Rogers out of Auburn.
So It sounds like we got a lot of depth at O-line, like you were saying that before.
Hella depth at O-line now.
Because after Cooper Beebe, I stopped watching the
Who's
draft.
running behind that depth?
Ezekiel Elliott, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy.
$90 million back, man.
I definitely want to touch on that a little bit, man.
I'm a
Because
big Elliott guy.
Cowboys said they came out and said they're doing a running back by committee this year. And that really sucks to hear.
Committee.
And it's
Royce something. No, Freeman. Royce Freeman.
No, who's that? Royce Freeman. No, it's Zeke. No, Zeke. Rico Dowdle.
Waddle.
And Deuce Vaughn right now.
What's the other guy they signed?
They signed an undrafted free agent, but he's not even in the rotation
I know
yet.
you're talking about Royce
He's
Freeman.
talking about rookies. They're not in the rotation
No.
yet.
It was the Rams.
They-
Royce Freeman.
Even that's not in the rotation.
Before they signed Zeke back, they had a running back that was supposed to be the number one over Dowdle, and I think it was Freeman.
Really?
No.
I thought it was Freeman. I thought Freeman was
no.
I know
We
they had
never,
Freeman on the roster.
hell no. Dowdle was the guy. That was always the guy. We might have drafted somebody that was gonna be a backup, but Dowdle was always gonna be starter.
That's crazy, man.
Started
I really
this
like
year.
Pollard.
Pollard, he went to his hometown.
Oh yeah, he's from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's where he's from, Memphis.
I didn't
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense. That's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Good for him.
but the three running backs is Dowdle. I know they said Dowdle, Deuce, and Zeke. Those are the ones that's getting all the interviews right now. Those are the ones they talking to about the running back by committee. And what worries me though is Zeke. When they talk, they ask Zeke, what does running back by committee mean to him? And he said, what does that even mean? He said, what does running back by committee mean? And he said, I still feel like a starter in the league.
Yeah,
and
he is a starter.
That scared me. That scared
Dude,
me.
he is a starter. That guy is still.
I'd put him
That
in the
scares
game
me.
if we go under center, but anytime we're in
Man,
shotgun, I would.
I do not want Zeke
field.
on the
unless he's
field
supposed to block.
I
on
like
first
Zeke,
down.
man. I like
On first down, Zeke, I do not want Zeke on the field. That's going to piss me off to see Zeke come
If
in.
the Patriots were a good team, he would have looked really
Zeke
good.
is a good short yardage back, man.
Yeah.
That's what he
He's
is. He
still
doesn't have that
fast catcher. He's
burst.
still really
He doesn't
good.
have that quickness to do anything else. But he has the strength and the toughness to be a
See,
short
man,
yardage
see,
back.
it's the second
That's
season.
it.
Do y'all think Dak's the
That's
reason
it.
he came back?
Yeah. 2-4.
I think Jerry is the reason he came back. Honestly, Jerry.
Probably. Just
Jerry
the
wanted his
jersey
running back
sales.
back. That's all. That's all that
want
was.
that money at the end of the day.
That's all that was, man. But yeah, let's run down these schedules real quick too, man. Let's we really just gonna touch on the Giants and the Redskins schedule, but we really want to give most of the rundown to the Eagles and the Cowboys. We're gonna pay attention to their schedule pretty much, man. And we're gonna do a majority voting system here, so hopefully it's non-biased, huh?
No, I was saying
got
I
it.
got the tally.
Yes, sir. Hopefully it's non-biased this way. We're going to do majority vote wins. We're going to go straight down the schedule, and we're just going to vote win or loss. And we're going to start with the Eagles, like we said. First game of the season. Yeah, man, we got to say the best for last, man, of course, man.
Giants.
First game of the season is the Packers.
That's a loss.
Eagles at the Packers.
That's a loss.
That's in Brazil.
That's a loss.
So there's no home field advantage.
It's in Brazil.
Eagles versus Packers. Jordan Love.
And that's the reason it's a loss.
That's not a
Aaron
lot.
Jones, and they got a nice new running back. They said, I forgot his name, but they said he's been looking real good
You
in
see,
practice.
I don't like this because I feel like I'm gonna be right.
Can I tell you my reasoning?
It's on video, it's on record, it's on record, man. So we always gonna have it to come back to
That is true.
for sure. So
But let me tell you my reasoning. Because the Eagles, because they played in the playoffs, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the Eagles to me didn't show that they deserved to win that game over the Packers.
Okay,
You follow what I'm saying?
I think so.
Jordan Love is a 27-year-old, I think he's 27-year-old first-time starter, and he played phenomenal with a bunch of pocket players, people that he just put out on the field, and they did great.
Okay.
You know, they've had a whole season to play together. They know what they're capable of achieving. And one thing that the Packers are always good about is playing as a team at a very high level, even though all of them aren't elite players at each position, you know? And I don't think that the Eagles can do that without a home field advantage, because a lot of the things that the Eagles were good at last year was predominantly about being able to get a fourth down continuation with the tush
That was
push.
our issue down the stretch whenever we went on that run in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, with the tush push.
And then we started. Okay,
I'm just saying, once they made that illegal, y'all weren't nearly as dominant.
But that's not. No.
Be honest, David. Y'all weren't nearly as
That was not
dominant
the
after
reason.
that.
But No, I don't think that was the reason. Anyways.
That was the reason.
I don't think so.
The games changed because now y'all are put in a situation where y'all can't get fourth
we went
down.
on that 9-0 run, and then
that was tush push time. Each game y'all had like 4 conversions on fourth down, fourth and short.
But that wasn't the
tush
reason.
push illegal? I didn't know they made it
They didn't make it
illegal.
illegal at that point.
It's not.
I don't think it's illegal.
I
That's
mean,
still
they
a
probably
thing.
but they were.
They
like,
made
you
some
know,
rules towards
They
it.
were emphasizing it more.
Yeah.
And so whenever Jason Kelsey would, maybe punch the ball over a little bit too long, or he would like move his body prior to like the ball being placed.
Yeah.
Things like that. They were like emphasizing it way more.
Well,
But that's not the reason. But anyways, I think
Packers, Eagles, you say
that's
what?
I'm saying. I think the Eagles are gonna win. That's
You say
because
loss?
Yeah.
They can travel with the run game.
Packers. Fuck.
I like the Packers.
I like the Packers too. They're well
The Packers
coached.
just have a way of doing what is impossible.
They're really well coached.
Just so I don't be biased. And the Eagles always start off strong, man. I'll give them the win. I'll give them that
All right.
W.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give them the W on that one.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, let's go a little faster. I don't want
Falcons, man. Falcons. New
That's a
quarterback.
W.
Where's that at?
Kirk Cousins.
Where's that at?
It's
It doesn't
I
matter.
think
The
it's
Eagles will
Falcons.
win that.
I think it's at the Eagles. Yeah, at Eagles.
The Falcons just don't have a fully
That's
put
gonna be a
together
closer
team.
game than I would expect, honestly.
It's gonna
Kirk
I don't
Cousins
think so.
plays
So
well.
you said Eagles W?
Yeah.
That's also-
I don't think so. I'm saying
I don't know,
27-10.
man. It all depends. Well, I guess because it's a new team for Kirk Cousins, but him and Kirk Cousins got some weapons now and then. Kirk Cousins is a slinger. Hey, he catch him off guard.
That's a whole different
catch
conversation,
him off
but I
guard.
really like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but he's not throwing the Jettas either.
Yeah,
What you
but
mean?
he's got Drake
He's a-
London. Hopefully,
You
he knows
don't think he's gonna do something with Kyle Pitts, right? They had a nice little
Because before that he wasn't
Their
doing
practice.
running backs, dude. That run
it. He was overly average before Jettas.
Who?
Cousins.
Okay, we're not gonna talk
Before
about
who?
that. We're not gonna talk about that.
All right, let's just move on. We'll keep going.
Because that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eagles and the Saints. Eagles and the Saints. That's,
I think they beat the
that's
Saints.
Eagles they win that
I
one.
don't like their quarterback play, so yeah, Eagles.
Yeah, I think they win. I think they beat the Saints.
Eagles and Buccaneers. That's a Baker Mayfield led.
Rematch.
That's a nice team, man. Baker Mayfield's a gunslinger, man. Them rookie cornerbacks gonna have to come to play.
I've always liked
Versus a Mike Evans and what's his name, Godwin.
that one.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come to play, man.
I mean, I'll still take the Eagles. It's not really a question here.
I said Eagles always start out strong. I give them the Eagles on that
I'm
one.
still not gonna.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I think because it's 2-1. But I would say the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers will be able to sneak away with a win. I think.
For sure.
It's one of those toss-ups.
All right, so right now we have the Eagles going 4-0 to start the
I
season.
agree.
Yeah, they always start out strong. I ain't gonna take that from them. The Browns. That's one I say. I give them their
That's
first
a
loss
dub.
on that one. I give them their first
Oh,
loss.
it's a win. It's a win.
I give them their
Where's
first
that
loss.
at?
We talking about Deshaun Watson. Now he's more into his team. He's got a full off season. He got his weapon. Then we talking about the defense has already been cold, and it just even they just added even more power. So I don't know.
I don't wanna be that
I like the
guy.
Browns. I like
The
Browns.
thing is, Nick Chubb just came off of an ACL tear,
You really don't know who they're
and
playing.
their entire offense is predicated around his ability to run the football. And
that was before Deshaun Watson got
But
him.
you really-
He got him
you really
before
don't know
off season
Deshaun
now.
yet.
Deshaun Watson hasn't. The thing is, you take 3 seasons off, are you still the same quarterback? Because Deshaun Watson, when he was playing, was a top 10 quarterback.
3 seasons?
Yeah, it's been since the Texans, because he hasn't played a full season since the last Texans
It
season.
was 2 seasons. I think it was 2, right?
Probably 2. No?
Because you
He
had
was out for
the
1 full season for sure.
yeah
And then he had the one where he just got hurt when he came back. He got
yeah.
hurt that full
So it's
season.
2.
It was 2 full seasons when
Okay.
he kind of just ain't playing now.
Okay, but I'm saying still 2 seasons. I don't think you just jump back into being elite. You know,
The Nick Chubb thing really is going to hurt. I don't know much about the Browns. I don't know who they lost, who they gained. But nonetheless, I still feel like
they haven't changed much on
their
offense.
defense is what carries.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
hopefully our offense has gotten back to, like, standard.
But-
Everyone got paid. You know, everyone should be back to, like, this positive thinking, able to play again.
I'm really
I'm
high
saying-
on Saquon for y'all. I think that's why y'all win this
Yeah, I
game.
hope so. I hope so. That's the
You know, because when Jalen Hurts struggles, I think Saquon will be able to pick up where he struggles.
running back play was definitely
I
an
don't know.
issue.
I feel like they might lean a little heavy on their running backs. That's their quarterback. Let me just say they backs. Let me say that.
I'd say coaching is the
Quarterback and
biggest
running
issue,
back.
so hopefully that gets figured out before.
I'm talking about
anything.
Kellen Moore. So I don't know.
don't
Kellen
know.
Moore likes to throw the ball though. He likes
We're
to toss it
gonna
up in
see,
the air.
but I still,
But-
I'm not gonna say Eagles for that one. I don't think the Browns are.
So y'all are saying both of y'all are saying L.
No, I'm saying the Eagles are gonna
Yeah,
win.
he said if Eagles win. So
Win.
that's 2. Y'all
I don't
said
trust the
win.
Browns yet.
Okay, so they're 5-0 right now.
Versus the Giants next.
I mean, go on.
At the Giants.
I mean, that's gonna be obviously like you always say. It's a division.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
division
it's
rivalry.
always-
That's going to be a tough game to win.
Close
Eagles-
game,
Eagles
man. I still
split
think the Eagles are
everybody.
gonna win.
That's going to be a tough game to win simply because y'all are playing two top defense. I assume the Giants will be a top defense just because of their front 7. And because y'all are playing two front 7s back-to-back like that without Kelsey, I think it's going to be tough for y'all to win both games.
So what are you saying? They're gonna
If you win against the Browns, y'all will lose against the Giants. And vice versa.
I would still say they win. The Giants are not good
It's
enough.
at the Giants. Eagles always split everybody in the division. They don't never just sweep
Crazy
anybody.
stat.
So yeah, that's gonna be an L for the
I
Eagles.
also think Neighbors is going to go crazy. That's going to be his welcome to the
we
NFL
still
game.
have Darius Slay and Gardner Johnson.
I think he's going to make him.
They have Jalen Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt is a good second string.
We don't
He
know
tried
that.
to be number, he tried to be number one last year, and he's not a number one.
But
He
it's
just-
still Daniel Jones. Like, are you? What?
Dane Jones is a nice quarterback. He's not his ass now.
He's not $80 million worth,
Nah,
but
He's a slightly above average quarterback. That's what he is.
Yeah. And I mean, he makes some
And
work
that's
with
not
those.
enough to beat the Eagles. This is not.
so the
Yeah,
Eagles are
without
5-1
the-
right now.
Without the running back and all that, yeah.
What's the next one?
You said what?
What's the next game?
So you got it as an L, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
Eagles and the Bengals. Eagles at the Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, that's.
I got the
You
Bengals.
got Joe Burrow back. You talking about T Higgins? You talking about what's the name? Jamar Chase. What's the name? Mixon back there still.
Mixon was the Texans now.
T.
He
Higgins
did
still
leave
there?
the Texans.
T. Higgins is still.
Yeah, he didn't leave.
No, he ain't left yet. I don't know if he might not leave. I think he got
I
one
think
more
it's a
year.
shootout.
I don't think he's a free
I
agent.
don't think so.
But I
Free-
just feel
shootout.
like to say the sake of it, I think they'll.
Nah, I think that type of
It's for the
game,
sake
y'all
of
gonna
it.
lose that type of game.
Just
That's
for
a big
logic.
game.
I think it's a shootout though. I think the offense is back to normal. I think
The
it's a shootout.
Bengals have something to prove because they fell off without Burrow last year.
But the Bengals defensively are not capable of stopping that.
That doesn't matter. I don't think y'all are capable of keeping up with the Eagles. I mean, the
Definitely capable
Bengals.
of keeping up
Excuse me.
with them Scoring wise,
Y'all have two rookie corners guarding Chase and T.
I'm
Higgins.
saying scoring wise.
No.
Scoring wise,
I don't think
we
so.
don't have two rookie corners. We have Gardner Johnson. We have
Slay's going to have a hell of a
Slay.
Anyway, let's move on because we're taking way too long with this.
Jaguars. You got the Jaguars at the
That's-
Eagles.
That's a
Jaguars,
win.
they got worse. So
That's a win.
They got worse.
They lost
they got
Calvin
worse.
Ridley.
Where he go to? Where
The Titans.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we give him the dub on that one. Eagles and the Cowboys. I mean, that's a loss. That's a loss.
Is that at home?
We fuck around and sweep y'all, man. Yeah.
that at
Eagles
home?
at the Cowboys.
Okay.
That's a loss,
If
then.
we're there, I'll say loss.
That's a loss.
But if we were at home, we'll say win. And we'll split.
So right now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
Think we'll be better.
Eagles.
Think we'll be 7-2.
Commanders at the Eagles.
I think the Eagles win because Jaden Daniels is a rookie, and I think he's going to have rookie woes.
I also think they're gonna win.
They'll beat them. Eagles at the Rams. Matthew Stafford Rams. Put Nakua, Cup.
They don't have enough.
Nakua and
The
Cup.
Eagles?
No, the Rams.
What you mean?
Because they lost Aaron Donald. Their defense, I can't name one person on their defense now.
Defense is
They've
not
always
worse.
been that though. They gonna shoot you out though. Matthew Stafford gonna always be a gunslinger. He gonna let that mug go. And you talking about 200 yards a game receivers every game together. That's tough.
That's true. And they got
It's gonna be a
Kyron
big game. I
Williams.
don't think, but I still think
That's
Aaron
tough.
Williams is still up in the air in my eyes.
The,
That's a
the,
Sean McVay system. He had Todd Gurley. I mean, who knows what he's gonna do this year?
the biggest issue with that game is the fact that I know defensively and offensively the Eagles are okay. The Rams are not okay defensively.
That's how I see it.
So I have to give Eagles the win there.
Yep.
So the Eagles are okay defensively.
They're okay.
I think we're above.
They're
average. I
they're
think
better
this
than
year-
the Rams
I
defensively.
think this year we're gonna surprise all people defensively.
The Rams. Who's that? Okay, yeah, okay. Eagles at the Ravens.
That's the Ravens all the way. That's no question.
I don't
Derrick
know, man. They
Henry.
lost the.
That's no
The
question.
Derrick
What's that?
Henry and
What's his name
Lamar.
from- what's the Steelers?
Lamar and Derrick Henry
RPO.
and Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, man.
Are you serious?
They lost
Patrick
that
Patrick
linebacker. What's it?
who?
Sweet?
Roquan Smith?
No, Queen.
They got Roquan Smith.
It's an L, man.
That's an L, David.
Y'all that L, man. Panthers at the Eagles.
Panthers at the Eagles?
Panthers at the
I like the Panthers.
Dude, get out of here. That's dumb.
Yeah, we don't know what a second year
Who
Bryce
cares?
Young.
Who
Second year
cares?
Bryce
No one
Young
cares. I don't
with a
care.
what 10th year what's his name? What's his name from the
Thielen?
Vikings?
Thielen, Adam
No one
Thielen.
cares, dude. That's not enough.
that's a dub.
That's a dub for the
Easy dub.
Eagles.
That's not even a question.
Steelers at the Eagles.
We're beating
I like the Steelers a lot.
We're beating the Steelers.
I like the Steelers a lot.
So you talking about Steelers with a Russell?
Who's their quarterback?
Russell Wilson
Russell
and
Wilson.
Justin
Russell
Herbert.
Wilson.
And they
Justin
said
Fields.
They said Wilson is running away with the competition right now.
They got Justin Fields
So
returning kicks. So.
that's right. That's crazy. And then you talking about Kareem Hunt, Pickens at receiver.
They have Kareem
got a
Hunt?
nice team.
That's crazy.
Not Kareem Hunt.
That's not.
What's his name?
It's a good name to team.
The running back they've been having. The running back they've been having.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. Yeah.
Jalen Warren.
Him with an actual offense. You see what he did with Ben Roethlisberger. So him with an actual offense, actual quarterback, capable quarterback. Russell Wilson is a capable quarterback. He can make something happen. They got a nice defense.
I like Russell Wilson.
I was just laughing because Sean Payton hates him.
That's one of them games where it's later in the season. That's one of the later games in the season. Y'all might take that L, man.
All right, so me and Eric are saying L there.
That's dumb, man. That's insane, man.
Man, the Eagles, hey, come on now. Come on now. The Eagles at the Commanders.
The Commanders,
We're still winning.
We said they lost the first one.
Eagles
Jaden
don't
Daniels
ever sweep anybody. It's a division game. I feel like the Commanders take one.
Dude, this is
And
crazy.
you in Commanders home.
The Giants and
You
said
at
the
Commanders
Commanders.
home.
It's
You
like
at
two-
Commanders home.
So far the Eagles have 5 losses, and we're on week. I didn't put the weeks, but 1, 2, 3, 4.
I ain't worried about them. And that's y'all don't.
So 9 and
sweep
5
them.
so far.
When's the last time y'all swept a team in
That's
this division?
crazy,
When's the last time
man.
y'all swept a team in the division?
I don't know. I don't remember.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't
But
even
that's
know.
not. That's not a statistic I'm keeping track of because we're always winning.
We sweep the East all
That's
the
not.
time.
Oh my god.
Especially y'all.
No, you don't.
Hey, we just swept y'all 2 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, you're counting 2 years.
All right
Good
then,
job,
and then
brother.
we can take it back 2 more years and we swept y'all. We
That's
always
such a,
sweep
that's
y'all.
such a strange statistic.
What are you
Honestly.
talking about?
And then on top of that, you bring up the Giants and the Commanders as if they were like these top-notch teams
Y'all
that are
don't
on this
sweep them?
level.
Y'all
You don't even know that.
Okay, we gotta move on because we still gotta get to the Cowboys one, and we've been on this for a
If I
minute.
had the stat, I
The
would
Eagles
show
and the
you.
Cowboys got the same schedule.
I don't have
so
no
it's gonna
stat.
be us running down it. Cowboys, you said you got the same stat. So what is that? What are we saying? What did you say, John?
For the
9-6.
Commanders, I'm gonna say W for that one.
I said
You're
the
9 and
L
5 right
in the
now.
Commanders.
That's 10 and 5.
Yeah, 10 and 5.
You
So you
give
got
them
2
the
games.
sweep over the Commanders, John?
Yeah.
Dude, how
I-
are you gonna-
A whole
That-
different
that-
team. You talking about a Dan
But you're
Quinn
not
quarterback.
gonna bring this
Dan
logic.
Quinn.
You're not gonna bring this
So
logic.
you
to
think they're gonna
Cowboys.
sweep them? We want to bet right
Yes,
now?
we're beginning
The $20 right now.
The
They don't
problem-
sweep the Commanders.
The problem
You
I
talking about
have.
the
My bad.
Commanders? This new team, and you talking about they're gonna sweep them? $20.
My bad.
What do you mean you just made a W? $20.
The
Bet on
problem
it.
the problem I have is
You
Jaden
gonna make the
Daniels.
bet?
Yeah, I'll make the bet.
$20.
$20.
Bet.
The problem I have, but the
Nah,
problem I
see,
have though is
that's
Jaden
first
Daniels.
game.
Jaden Daniels has to have a Stroud type of a season in order for them to beat the Eagles.
No, you don't. You could beat,
I don't see
what
it.
The fuck, what's the name? Last year beat them.
Sam Howell?
Yeah,
But,
this is his
but,
first year.
but I mean, Eric, he was throwing the
No,
ball.
no, this is the first
He was throwing
round
the ball.
Not
QB.
even the
He
same.
was
He's a
throwing
first
the
round
ball.
QB. LSU.
Well,
He was a nice
that's the next
QB. He
team.
wasn't cold.
What
He
other
wasn't
first round
trash.
QB did good
Sam
this year
Howell wasn't
besides
a first
Stroud?
round QB, John. And Sam Howell was not even a starter in this league, man. Hey, come on now.
gonna be a starter for
Cowboys
the
at the
Seahawks.
Eagles.
Cowboys are gonna win that. Cowboys sweep the Eagles. Cowboys sweep the Eagles.
Just because I don't know yet, it depends on how the season
Go ahead,
goes.
bring that logic. Bring that logic.
So I'll give him that one. Just because we at the Eagles.
All right, so
Just because, but
Yeah,
if we
obviously
see during the
they're gonna win.
season and how we get to
At
the,
home, that's why I said we're gonna lose. The
if it's
Cowboys.
like a win or go home type of season, or if it's like a win in the playoffs, we definitely win that. We always win
That's
the
week
clutch
16?
games versus y'all. We always win clutch games
week
versus
16?
y'all. Yeah, it's week 16.
that's why I said it's a loss for them because if it comes down to it to
It's a
where the
clutch
Cowboys
game.
need the win.
We always win those
We're
games
Give
versus
me
y'all.
hypotheticals in these scenarios. I'm saying.
But I gave you the win.
I'm saying.
I gave you the win though. I gave you the win because you said win and Eric said win, so I gave you the win. So
You
now
have to give me the win.
you're 12-5, David.
That's not good enough.
Giants at the Eagles. Crazy they beat y'all. That'd be one of them games.
So
where
you're
y'all-
saying they're gonna sweep us?
Oh, y'all might be resting players and they end up beating y'all.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna give us the win anyway.
Do you think the Giants are a playoff team?
You already said we're
Hell
gonna lose
no.
the Giants once.
You look at that
That's
team and they don't
insane.
have nobody on
All right,
the
I
That's
give them the
insane.
dub. I give them the dub.
I'm just saying.
They have the dub, David. It's here.
You've already
It's
wrote it
here.
down. The Giants are gonna beat them the first game they play.
Yes.
Which is crazy in itself.
I don't think the Eagles aren't the same team they were last year and the year before.
If anything, they're better. Yeah, they're better.
How?
They're better on paper.
y'all
We lost pieces, but they're better on
Y'all
paper.
lost coordinators. Y'all lost veterans. Y'all lost. Like, come
Sometimes
on.
you
now.
gotta have new coordinators.
Stop it, David. Are we the loser or are you, David? Come on now. Like, come on now. Like, come on.
Let's go to the
Y'all
Cowboys.
lost y'all
and see.
leader on the O line.
Go to the Cowboys
He's
and let's see how
gone.
losing I am.
He's gone.
Cowboys. Let's see.
Cowboys at the Browns. Number one, game one.
That's so tough, man.
At the in Cleveland.
I don't even want to be a
It's because
hater.
this is Cowboys. They're gonna lose that one. They're gonna lose it. If it's not the Giants at home, they're gonna lose it because they're gonna come out like the Cowboys do.
I don't even want to be a hater. Dude.
That's tough, man.
I just think their front seven and that O line is still relatively new. Everyone attached to it now.
I think that's a unanimous
That's
L.
gonna be like that's gonna be.
That's a unanimous L. That's tough.
Saints at the Cowboys.
That's a dub. I don't think the Saints are gonna be good at all.
Saints coming to our house.
Cowboys? Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, they coming to our home.
Yeah, I feel like the Cowboys.
Ravens are coming to our home week 3. That's gonna be a good game.
As much as I want to say win,
That's a loss.
as much as I want to say win, we are
Defensively?
outmatched. We are outmatched.
I don't know.
Because your offense.
We gotta see how our D line develop, but yeah, because that run is always kill us. And once I run, the defense develop, we'll be.
We really got to see your run game.
It's Derrick Henry and a read option that we have to stop.
Scary.
And the Cowboys are never good early in the season, run defense wise.
That's a bad team to match up early on.
Yes, it
We
is.
don't have
But
problems
you
with
even
bigger
decided
guys.
what your offense
We've never
is.
had really problems with Derrick Henry
Yeah, but
and
you
bigger
know what your
guys. It's
offense is,
Lamar.
your defense is
It's the
really
little.
And you have
shifty
both of them
guys.
together.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We have problems with shiftier guys. I'm not worried about Derrick Henry. I've never been worried about Derrick Henry.
You might have a 130-yard game.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Lamar is the type. Lamar will probably fuck around and have 100-something yard.
Nah,
game.
Lamar's the type of somebody's cooking, he'll let them cook.
I don't think Derrick Henry's gonna cook versus
You know
us
that
though.
guy?
That's what I'm saying. We are a swarm type of team. Derrick Henry is wants to
Are you
run
saying
over
they
little
win or
guys.
lose, or you saying they
But you
win
know
or lose?
what?
Nah,
He
we
might walk
probably
into that
lose.
game with a chip on his shoulder. Derrick Henry might.
Oh yeah, Derrick Henry
I mean,
definitely
what
is
you
because
like?
the way Jerry Jones them handled that shit stupid ass. Man. Ravens, yeah, they got that dub, man. Cowboys lose.
So the Cowboys are 1-2 right now.
Cowboys at the Giants.
That's a dub.
That's a dub in their house.
But the Eagles,
You gonna
okay.
fuck around and sweep them because y'all. It's
I
not
don't like the
same.
Giants at all, so I'm going to say yes, the Cowboys will win. Because I'm logical and I'm realistic. Daniel Jones is not going to steal a game for anyone. If they went 0-17, I would not be surprised.
Y'all always
I don't-
stay in there, man. I don't get it. I don't know why y'all have good games versus the Redskins and the Giants all the time.
Us or
We
you?
blow them out, literally.
Yeah,
last year we
and
put
then after
50
that,
to
and then-
0
and then
damn near
after
on the
those games,
Giants.
you're like, oh, we're going to the playoffs. We're going
The
to the
Giants
championship.
beat y'all.
And then after you
Like,
face
come
a
on.
decent team,
We beat them by
and then you
50.
face a decent team,
They
you realize,
beat
like,
y'all,
we're not that
David.
good after all.
And then he wonders why we picked the Giants.
what's going
but they
on
beat
here?
them.
We beat them.
And we
beat
put
the
50.
Commanders, we beat the Giants.
David,
Why
we
we not
put
winning
David,
against the Chiefs?
David, we put 50 on them and they beat y'all.
Who cares? Who cares?
But we're putting the record. You have to be realistic. That's literally realistic. What do
God.
y'all got worse. Y'all didn't get better.
You beat bad teams. Good job. Like,
Okay,
you're
so why is
amazing.
it a surprise that we beat them and
I'm
y'all
not
don't?
saying you're surprised. I'm saying you're gonna win.
You
I
argued
don't like
us
the
down
Giants.
about it. You argued us down when we said y'all would
The
lose.
Giants?
Yes, y'all lost to them last
I'm talking
year.
about the Eagles.
And they were ass last year too.
What are you talking about?
When y'all lost to the Giants last year, you
What's
said
the
it was
next team?
not
What's the next
realistic.
team? What's the
No,
next team?
don't fucking go giant over
You
it.
got it.
That fucking ass. Don't argue with greatness, David. What the fuck?
Greatness from where?
Cowboys at the Steelers, man. Cowboys at the Steelers. It all depends on how the Steelers playing.
I think I'm on the
'cause
same
it's-
boat.
Just because it's in their home.
I think it's kind of the same team. But
Cowboys is so iffy, man. But we have a better team.
Steelers are hard to play at home.
We have a better team.
Steelers are hard to play at home.
We're playing the Steelers at home.
Yeah.
No, you're in Pittsburgh, right? You're in Pittsburgh or you're in Dallas?
At Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard team to play at home. That's a team. That's a team y'all lose to.
I'm gonna say W.
Go ahead and say
I
it.
said we lost.
Oh.
Cowboys are 2-3.
It is one of those games. It
That's
is
how
one
the
of those
Cowboys play in the beginning of the season, though.
Cowboys are 2-3
That's
right
a tough
now.
team. That's a tough team to play at home.
That's how the Cowboys play at the beginning of the season.
It's like the Bengals and Chiefs. The same deal.
Lions at Cowboys. You know, that's a
At
revenge
Cowboys?
game. That's a
Dang,
revenge
I don't
game.
know. That's gonna be a
The
good
Lions,
game.
they've been on our head since that whole debacle.
I have to say win here because I can't see us losing to the Steelers. Realistically, I can see
I
us
would
losing
see
to
y'all
the Lions.
beating the Steelers and then losing to the Lions.
That's what I was
I
trying
can
to
see us
say.
beating the Lions because it's a tough game. We win tough
I'm
games.
gonna say y'all lose to the Lions, but I could
gotta
definitely
say
see
win.
y'all like changing that whole thing and beating the Steelers. I could definitely see
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna say win here because I don't think the Cowboys start 2-4. I don't think that's realistic.
Yeah.
I don't think that's realistic. I think 3-3 is realistic.
You got to remember the back half of the schedule. That's how Cowboys play, man. They play back half of the schedule. Cowboys at 49ers.
Wait, so you're saying the Lions lose? They lose to the
That's a
Lions?
loss. That's a
I
loss.
said they won the Lions.
Oh, okay. So that's 3-3.
It's a tough game.
That's a loss.
And what team? 49ers?
Cowboys at 49ers, they lose that one just because we in the 49ers home.
Yeah.
We never beat the 49ers when we need to.
If they're full health beginning of the season, 49ers, that's a scary team. You gotta wait till someone get injured. Cause usually what
So
happens.
right now,
Ayuk not gonna be there.
that's true.
Said they didn't want him back.
So right now, our record is
Look, I'm a cat.
lost, dub, lost, dub,
That's the
lost,
guy
dub,
who's
lost,
scared.
dub.
That's how the Cowboys start out though. That's how they usually do.
You gotta see
though.
where they roll. There has to
So
be a lot
so
of
we're
hard
three
decisions.
through 7 games. We're 3-4 based on our
Gotta
prediction.
be a
I
lot
can
of
see
hard
that
decisions.
happening though. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing. Cowboys at the Falcons. This is where we started getting
That's
a
a
little
dub.
win deal. That's
a
how we
dub.
started going on the win streak. It's Cowboys. That's how they do though.
That does sound about right.
Cowboys at the
I'm fine with
Falcons.
that.
We'll win that
I'm fine
one.
with that. I'm fine with that.
Eagles at the
That's
Cowboys.
a dub.
Y'all coming to the Cowboys. We already said that was a dub though on the
Yeah.
Eagles. Front.
Yeah.
already
So
said
we
that.
got to stick with it.
That's fair.
So that means you got
That's fair.
2. You're gonna get swept.
But I know I'm saying we're gonna win at home.
Whatever.
That's just gonna happen.
Texans at the Cowboys. It's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a
Texans-
great game.
Texans are scary.
That's a toss-up game to me. Honestly,
Texans are scary.
that's a toss-up game.
Because it's at home, I feel like Dak's gonna be put in a position where he has to rise to the occasion.
Be one of them fourth
He's
quarter
always
2-minute deals.
Yeah,
It always feels like before the midway of the season. It always feels like.
I'm gonna give them a dub
I think Houston, but that's just me.
because that's also Diggs might be healthy then, so it might be Diggs versus Diggs that game.
I think
We'll finally get a chance to see that.
Just like the additions they had, mixing too. It was just a solid run game. I mean, that's just the overall better team.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
And we finally get the Diggs versus Diggs. Hopefully. Knock on wood.
That's tough, dude. I don't know. That's tough.
That'd be nice, man. Cowboys at the Commanders.
That's a dub.
That's a dub, man. In their house, that's a dub. Dan Quinn game, we just want to beat him. Honestly. Dan Quinn sabotaged the fuck out of the Cowboys, and I'm standing on that. He sabotaged us.
I want to ask you how, but we need to get through the schedule.
Yeah.
He sabotaged us, man. Where we been going with? How long we been going?
So we've been going. We're at an hour 24 now. We paused at 35 minutes, so
Hour 24.
we're about 50 minutes over.
Sounds good. Huh?
I'm finna say, yeah. That sound good now, yeah.
That's good, though.
Giants at the Cowboys. Giants at the
I still think the
Cowboys.
Giants are good, so I'll give the Cowboys one, obviously.
Yeah, Cowboys.
But that's
got
just
that.
what a
I
lot
don't
of
see the
person
Giants
does.
beating the Cowboys.
I don't see the Giants beating anyone. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But yeah, y'all see the Eagles losing to them or whatever.
David.
Y'all
is
did
that-
last year,
Is
David.
that surprising to you? Is that
365 days
like,
ago,
it's
y'all lost.
surprising? Is it
I
surprising?
don't think we got swept by the Giants, did we?
Y'all didn't get swept, but y'all lost.
After we put 50 on them.
Literally 2
That's the
weeks
point.
after we put 50 on them, y'all lost.
To them, yes.
Literally.
The Giants or Commanders?
The Giants.
We lost to the
But
Commanders.
we put 50 on
I
the
don't remember
Giants. Y'all lost to the Giants? Yes, y'all lost to the
I don't
Giants.
remember.
Look at that.
So
Well,
you-
we did go on a really bad losing streak, so I gotta see. I don't remember. Lots of
Bengals at the Cowboys. They come here.
That's a loss.
At the Cowboys, that's
That's a
a tough
loss.
one.
That's a tough one. They come here. You think we lose? I don't know. I don't think
I
they
don't-
come
I
to
don't-
us and beat us, man.
I don't
'Cause
think
the
Dak.
Bengals are streaky. Burrow's not Burrow. That's
I feel like we rattled Burrow. It's over with.
and they're playing when they play.
It's going to be a high scoring game for sure. Because it's going to be Dak and CD versus Burrow and Chase. That's how I see the game coming down.
Man, but you got to think. Diggs locks up any receiver like that all the time.
You got T.
Literally every
Higgins.
single time. And if they want
Who's going to guard T. Higgins?
Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs have literally never played together.
That's
Literally
true.
played one game together.
That's true.
Just imagine that. They played one game together.
But
We're talking
he's
about two
T.
all-pro corners, pro-back corners, two interception leading corners when they was in the league together.
T. Higgins
when they
is
played.
probably the scariest receiver that's not a main guy in the league.
And we got our starting corner from last year as a second string.
Okay.
Come on now. Hey,
We'll see, man.
let's imagine that. And then
I
Jordan
am,
Lewis
I
at
am
slot.
scared of T. Higgins.
Or we can bring Gilmore back and put Duran Bland in that slot.
Optimism.
Hey,
They're
man.
not going to bring Gilmore back. They should.
Nah, they
They're
probably
not
not.
going
We got
to.
too many corners. And all the rookies, they said, are
I'll
stepping
give
up
y'all
in
one.
training camp. I feel like we win that one, man. That's one of the games where we
So
win.
I call that one a dub.
I feel like that's one of the games we win.
So right now we're on a 5-game winning streak, and we
That's
are
what the Cowboys do, man.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're 8-4 at this point.
Cowboys at the Panthers. At the Panthers.
That's a dub. I'm not even stressed.
I want to give them the dub, but that's a Cowboy game.
Shut
They
up,
lose.
it's the Panthers. You know
That's a
they're
game
gonna
they
be-
lose, man.
You know they're gonna be.
We're gonna market it. You say a dub, right?
Yeah,
We're marketing
it's
it
done.
as a dub.
I'm trying to be realistic, man.
It's a
It's the
Panthers.
Yeah,
Cowboys
that's
do.
fair. You could be realistic, but like just speaking on like paper.
Because the Panthers are like one injury away from not being able to win.
I'm
a
not
game.
even saying they're bad. I just don't think they're like
No,
a
they're
good team
horrible.
at all.
We lost to the Cardinals last year,
Their team,
man.
their
I'm
build
just
is so
saying.
weird. Like,
Just saying, we lost to the Cardinals last year. I'm just throwing
We
that
lost
out there.
to
I'm
what's
just
his
throwing
name?
that out there. We
Josh
lost to the
Dobbs.
winless Cardinals. We gave them their win.
We lost to Josh
Nerds,
Dobbs.
man.
I'm just giving y'all. I'm just telling y'all. This is the Cowboys game to lose. That's what we do.
the Cardinals?
But we lost to the Cardinals when we gave them their win last year. Buccaneers at the Cowboys.
This is a game where I think we can lose.
They come to us. Baker Mayfield go off 400 yards or something.
Well, I'm saying it.
Bullshit.
I'm saying it more so as like now we're getting into playoff time, and you have to play harder to. Because I don't think
might be fighting for a spot.
Yeah.
Well, that NFC South, you think they really fighting for a spot over there with Panthers and the Saints? They might be resting.
I mean, the
then.
Falcons.
Nah,
the
they
Falcons
be
might
resting.
do well. I don't think so, but they might.
The Bucks are just like a 50-50 team. You just don't know when they're.
Yeah, they're going to be 500 around that
They
time.
might be that wild card team in the NFC this year. Maybe.
The streak. I don't believe Cowboys going that big of a streak. But I'd say the Bucks win.
Okay, so I'm going to put L.
'Cause that's a team where you could lose to.
Yeah. I don't think we can lose to the Panthers. Not even if we try.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that either.
Cowboys at the Eagles, December 29th.
We said one.
I said win.
Win. Yeah.
I said the Eagles win. I said
No, Cowboys
No,
win.
I
We
said-
already said we.
I
y'all were gonna
didn't
say-
We already
agree
said
to
win.
that.
I thought we gave them the L. We gave them a win on that one. I thought I said we lost. And we in the Eagles.
Oh, did we? Well, I need to change it then. Okay, so I'll put it L there. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's just
Schedule.
one.
I'm saying, is it though? Is it though? What did we take? We gave the
I
Eagles a win.
said win. So what game is this? 13?
Yeah, it's the second to last game.
Second to last game.
Yeah, we
so
gave the Eagles a win.
I gave the
Yeah, 'cause we're in their
okay.
house.
As you
I
should.
gave them
As you
that.
should. Yeah. As you
In
should.
their house, we give them that just in case we might not be.
Go to hell.
We might not.
You know?
Commanders at the Cowboys.
I don't like the Commanders. I don't see.
I don't think they beat us. They beat y'all,
Sure.
but they're not gonna beat us.
Whatever. Just yeah, I agree.
Commanders at the Cowboys. What did we say? What did you
I
say?
think it's a
W?
win.
So what is that one? So what is that? What did we tally up? What did we say?
Is that it?
So Cowboys
Yeah, that was the last
1,
game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way we gave them that many L's. 1, 2,
2-7.
3, 4, 5, 6. So it got to be 11 and 6.
Yeah, if it's 6, then yeah, it's 11 and 6.
What did
Oh,
he
he's
do?
Mr.
He was
W.
12-5?
12 and 5.
12 and
Easy.
5. So 11 and 6 and 12 and 5.
And it's crazy. I seen the analysts say that they said the Eagles will win the division, but Cowboys got a better chance at the conference this year.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of really hard to see in general.
I don't know if they probably say we sweeping y'all.
But
man.
you don't know the structures of the teams yet. You don't really know how they're gonna play. You don't know.
Didn't we win the division last year?
It's complicated to see.
Did we win the division last year?
I think it did.
Yeah, you know, we don't never double back. No teams double back in the NFC East.
So we're gonna see. I
That's
guess.
a normal thing.
We'll pass on the Commanders and Giants.
Wow, we're right at an hour 30.
All right.
It's pretty crazy.
It's about that time.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. This was our first episode back. I think it was a pretty good one. You can let us know down in the comment section. Let us know what you want us to hear us talk about. Let us know if we're doing good, if we're doing bad, if we need to fix something. All criticism is great criticism. But for now, we're T3 and we're signing off.